I am very incompetent. I don't know how to serve you, but
please accept my service.
Please accept my service, and maybe even you could add, please tell me how I can serve you. Please educate me or instruct me. How else can we perform devotional service and worship Krishna? By taking care of Krishna's cows. Yes, Radha. How about you girls? Do you have any ideas?
This guy wants to say something.
Yes.
Same thing?
You want to take care of the cows too? Have you seen Krishna's cows? No. Where do you live?
Plum Tree Circle.
Elm Tree Circle?
Plum Tree Circle.
Palm Tree Circle? Is that a street?
No, it's an apartment.
Okay, what area? Is that in Milwaukee?
Corners.
Hill's Corners, they don't have cows there?
I don't know.
Because I know where we live, they do have cows. And I know that in Mequon they have cows, and I know that Muskego has some cows too. Because all of the cows are technically really Krishna's cows. And do you know how you could serve Krishna's cows? Yes.
Going to the farm?
Going to the farm? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You can go to the farm and you can... The easiest way to serve Krishna's cows, you can ask your friend sitting next to Nima, he will tell you. It's a little secret. He goes to Vrindavan every year, and there's so many cows. You just feed them in Vrindavan. I don't know about in America. If you can go to somebody's farm and you can feed them. Anyone else would like to share how they feel they can perform devotional service?
Serving Krishna's devotees.
Yeah, Krishna.
That's a very important one. In fact, it's even more important than serving Krishna himself is to serve Krishna's devotees. Yes, Anish. Yes. So Anish has Laddu Gopalji, like a lot of you. How many of you have baby Gopal in your homes? Everybody has Gopal. So you just give him a bath. How many of you take a bath every day? Only 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. We'll have to give a class on taking a bath. So everybody takes a bath every day, I hope? So then Krishna also needs to take a bath, doesn't he? Yes. And then after you give him a bath, then what do we do? Oh, just change his clothes. You put a nice, fresh dress on him. You dress him so very nicely. And then what do you do?
Offer prasadam.
Prashadam, bhog actually. So you offer something nice, a nice bhog for him. And why do we do that? Actually, Krishna doesn't need you to feed him. Because aham sarvasya prabhavo, everything is coming from him, right? But because you love him so much, you are so concerned. What is your concern? How can I serve Krishna's senses? That doesn't mean you need to stop buying your orange juice. That doesn't mean you need to stop driving your Chevrolet. That doesn't mean you need to change anything, but you need to do all of those things to what? Please Krishna's senses. Usually we approach the deity in what mood? We say, my dear Lord, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Then what do we say after that? Bhakta Jano ke Sankat, Das Jano ke Sankat. What does that mean?
In fraction of seconds, whatever problem we have.
Whatever problem I have, please take it away. And then we say, Dhyane Ave Sukha Bina Se Manaka. Take care of my mind, take care of my house. Give me a color TV. Right? So we sing like this. Give me please this, if I get this job, if I can get this raise, if my daughter gets admission. We went for Kirtan in Merit Rath Yatra, and we were so happy and ecstatic, and the hosts were so nice, but the Mataji whose home we were staying in, she came up to me and she started crying. And she said, Mataji, aapka ashirwad chahiye. I said, okay, what happened? She said, we are paying so much money, but we can't get admission for my daughter in this school. We have to pay 15 lakhs for 1 year admission because it's the only English medium school in our city. So if you give your blessings, then Mataji, I will be okay. I said, what a difficult situation you're in. Yes, I will pray for you, for sure. So then we go in front of Krishna and we say, Ye puja hum kar lenge. You give me please this one, and you please give me that one, and this one, and that one, and this one. So every time we stand before our beloved Lord, what are we doing?
Asking many things.
Because it's not easy. Struggling, being a human being in the United States of America. I know it's difficult. So what do? We ask for a color TV. How can we please Krishna's senses? How can we, have you ever thought, let me buy this color TV so I can see Krishna dancing on the TV? Have you ever thought, let me buy these nice mangoes so I can offer them to? Let me wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work so I can take care of Krishna's family. He has given me these beautiful sons and these beautiful daughters. And oh my Lord, you are my proprietor. Today I want to please you. What would you like? Has any of you spoken to your deity and asked him this? Yes. What did he say? You've asked him for something? One time, there was a very special radhamadavtemple. We have a temple in Gita Nagari. And this is a very personal story between His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj and his servant. So Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, who was in charge of the Gita Nagari temple, he was very, very, very concerned because his mortgage for the temple was going to finish and he needed to pay $30,000 by tomorrow. Now, I'm sure some of you may have been in that similar situation in the different temples, that you have to pay a certain amount of money. Maybe you lost your library book or something like that.
I asked for a teacher to be his trip guide. She wrote a letter to Radha Krishna and he gave.
Anya asked to be
Mrs. Dripka, her teacher, and
Yes,
she got that. She wrote a note to
Radha and Krishna. And it always works, you know. So Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj needed to make this payment of $30,000 overnight. And so he went on to the altar. The next day was a festival. It was the annual Rath Yatra in Gita Nagari. And he was on the altar worshipping Radha Damodar, and all of a sudden, Damodar said to him, Henry! Henry! And he thought, Henry? He said, Damodar, I'm worshipping you, I'm doing this arati. Why are you telling me Henry? And as he was doing the arati, he turned around and he looked in the audience and he saw Henry. Now Henry is a white American guy who is from Washington, D.C. He's a good friend of my dad's also. And he was the person who paid off the mortgage for the Washington temple. Nobody invited him to Gita Nagari. Nobody knew he was coming. But he showed up for the festival and he was sitting in the corner. And Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said to Damodar, he said, I am not going to ask Henry for anything. Because everybody knows he has so much money, so that means that he's already been approached too many times. Please don't make me go and do this for you, because I'm not going to do. You have to take care of your own temple. Damodar said, I am going to watch and you are going to ask. And Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, he was very, very so desperately afraid. What was he going to do? So he got off the altar and he kept talking to Radha Damodar. And all he could hear was, Henry. So he gradually walked to the back and he invited Henry and he said, oh, we're so happy you're here. He was so afraid to open his mouth and say, we need money from you, Prabhuji. Please support us. Please give us a donation. He couldn't do it. Before he could say, Prabhu, please, we have a most amazing thing happened. And the whole situation turned around and it became a big festive, joyous moment because Henry said, Maharaj, I have to tell you a story. What just happened to me yesterday? I won a lottery ticket, and this is a real story, believe it or not. Henry said, I won a lottery ticket, and in that lottery ticket, they offered me a car. That was the prize. I just sold that car because I don't need the car, but I won the lottery ticket and it was worth $30,000 and I have $30,000 right here in my pocket. Can I give this to you for your temple, Maharaj? And Maharaj fainted right there. He couldn't believe himself in how powerful his Damodar was. Because Damodar was not concerned for himself, but he was concerned that his devotee, Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, who has spent his entire life serving, who has spent every moment of his life in pleasing Krishna's senses. So how can we speak to our lords? They are our guests, they are our family, they are more than our life. So Krishna is saying that my devotees, all of you, are his very dear, 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 dearmost devotees. You worship him with all of your hearts. And there's a very, very beautiful time that Krishna actually began to Shri Radha Madav Hare ki Jai. Madhavendra Puri was the spiritual master of Ishwarapuri, and Ishwarapuri was the spiritual master of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Madhavendra Puri got a dream one night. For all of those who are getting dreams of Krishna, please don't think it is your imagination, because they're real. He got a dream that Gopalji, is hiding inside of the mountain of blue flowers and ants. And inside of that mountain, he is feeling very, very hot. Madhavendra Puri woke up the next morning. He took all the shovels and all the villagers, and he began to dig and dig and dig. And who was inside of that hill, in that mountain? Srinathji was inside, and he took out Srinathji and he placed him in a beautiful temple for his Lord. And then what did he do? He went back to sleep, right? We all go to sleep at night, right? Feeling sleepy. When he went to sleep again, the Lord came to him in a dream, and what did he tell him? I am feeling still so hot. You go to Orissa. There is one very special chandan. Go and bring that for me. So he woke up and he went to Orissa to get the chandan. Now when he went to Orissa to get the special sandalwood pulp that makes you cold, when you put it on when you're really hot, he found that there was a wonderful temple of Gopinath in the city of Remuna. And he went inside and he found out that in this temple they make the best kheer, sweet rice, in all over the world. The pujaris, they make the most tasty kheer for their Gopinath. He said, I have to learn how to make this kheer. He went in front of Gopinath and he said, you are so beautiful, Gopinath. You are so great, my dear Gopinath. I am so happy to see you. If only I could taste a little of that kheer, so I could know how to make that kheer for my Gopal, who is in Vrindavan. Oh, Krishna, they are making the bhog right now, and I have desired to taste that kheer. Oh, I have done a great offense. What will happen? I must leave. I must leave. I am a big offender. And quickly, he paid his obeisances and he left. He went to the marketplace and he went to sleep. The Pujari ji did the arti and the bhog and the offering. And Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, one young Brahmin and one old Brahmin. Who wants to be the young Brahmin and the old Brahmin? How about these two here? You guys come over. So now, let's hold hands because you're both very good friends. You can hold his arm like an arm. It's kind of like a buddy thing, like this. Okay, and then you act like you're walking. So you're walking to Vrindavan, but you have to stay and face the audience. See, everybody's watching you over here. Look, to stand this way. Always remember that you have to face the audience. So we're walking to Vrindavan. So far. And you have to take care of him because he's very old. So you have to fold your hands sometimes and maybe massage his shoulders. You can do that? Can you do that? Say, oh, how can I serve you? Let us go to see. And here we have all the devotees who are chanting. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. So now the old Brahmana, he's going to speak to the young Brahmana. You have rendered various types of service to me. You have assisted me in traveling to all these places of pilgrimage.
Assisted me in traveling all these places to pilgrimage.
Even my son doesn't do this for me. By your mercy, I did not become tired. I would like to promise to give you my daughter.
To give you my daughter
In charity.
in charity.
So then the old Brahmana, so then the young Brahmana,
So now, what have you promised?
Then I'll give her my daughter as charity for rendering service to me during the travel to Vrindavan.
oh no,
Oh no!
I don't want to marry your daughter.
I don't need to marry your daughter.
I just want to serve you.
I just want to serve you.
No, I want to give you my daughter.
No, I want to give you my daughter.
You have taken such good care of me.
You have taken such good care of me. You are such a great man. How could I marry your daughter?
You are coming from such a rich family.
You're coming for such a rich family. Lord Krishna is very pleased with you. Therefore, I have to give you my daughter. All right.
If you insist,
If you insist,
I shall marry your daughter.
I shall marry your daughter.
But only if you promise.
Only if you promise
In front of Gopalji.
in front of Gopalji.
So the young man and the old man went before the Gopal deity in Vrindavan. Let's go this way. And the young Brahmana said, I will accept the old Brahmana's daughter as my wife. And the old Brahmana said, I promise to give my daughter to this very wonderful Gopal, to this very wonderful young Brahmin. And so they both agreed and promised. And Gopalji was the witness. They both paid their obeisances. You must pay your payment. And they went back home. Okay, let's go back home this way. So now we're going to ask all the Gaudiya to come out. Come on. The whole village is waiting. You can all sit down here in a circle, okay? Now the old Brahmana and the young Brahmana returned home. And they went on to do their different duties. But one day, you guys come back up. Face that way, okay? You come out too. You're the young Brahmin, remember? Stand over here. So one day, the old Brahmana thought, I have promised, you can just do the actions for what I'm saying. I have promised to give my daughter in charity to this young boy. But I must tell the entire village to get their permission first. Let me go and speak with them. So we're going to go over and talk to the villagers. Oh, my dear village friends.
Oh, my dear village friends.
When I went to Vrindavan, I found this very qualified young boy.
I found this really qualified young boy.
And he took such good care of me. I would like to offer him to my daughter. Which one's the daughter? Okay, she's not here. She's hiding. We won't bring her out.
Anybody's fine.
Anybody's fine. He's not a picky old man. No, just she doesn't come. You're the village people.
I'm a considerate old man, not a picky one.
He's a considerate old man. He's not a picky one. Okay. So is that all right? And you all have to say no, no, no. Wait, you have to be really in India. The village. All you have to say it together. If you give your daughter to that boy, we shall give up all connection with you. And if you give your daughter to that boy, we shall die. Okay, we need 3 people to stand up. You 3 in the back. So this is the mother. Stand up, honey. This is the mother-in-law. And this is the sisters. And you have to convince him not to give the daughter under any condition. I will give up my life. I will give up my life.
I will give up my life. I will give up my life.
I will never speak to you again. I will never speak to you again.
I will never speak to you again. I'll never speak to you again.
Whatever happens, don't do it.
Whatever happens, don't do it.
If you give my little sister away, I will just cry.
If you just give my little sister away, just cry.
Now you have to hold your head. Look at the audience. Oh, what am I going to do?
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 I have promised to give my daughter
I have promised to give my daughter
in front of Gopalji.
in front of Gopalji. What? Did you promise?
In front of Gopalji.
In front of Gopalji? No.
Now what will happen? Now we need the brother to stand up. The most powerful brother. Which one wants to be? Okay, Anish. Come over here. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
The deity may have been promised to,
The deity may been promised to,
but he is in a very far away country.
but he is in a very far country.
How is he going to know if you promised or not?
How is he going to know if you promised her or not?
You have to be a little bit more.
I can see everything you're doing.
Don't worry. All right.
All right.
We will just tell him that we forgot about the promise.
We'll just tell him we forgot about the promise.
Good job.
So now the young Brahmana comes forward.
You have to say, this boy.
This boy is a thief.
Not only did he convince my father,
Not only did he convince my father,
he cheated him.
he cheated him.
And he stole all of his stuff.
And he stole all of his stuff.
And after stealing all of his stuff,
And after stealing all of his stuff,
he made him promise
he made him promise
To give my sister in marriage.
to give my sister in marriage.
We must throw him out, kick him out.
We must throw him out and kick him out.
Scare him off the stage.
The next day, the elderly Brahmana, who was a great devotee of Gopalji, became very afraid. And he went to the young Brahmin and he said, if you would like to still marry my deity, then bring Gopalji here. If Gopalji comes here, then I will believe you. And all the villagers can see that you are our witness. Okay, so all the children go and sit down now. You come over here. You are going to go to Krishna, your Gopal, right here. He's right here. See? My dear Gopalji, I have a big problem. I was promised that the old Brahmana's daughter would be my wife, but nobody is believing me. They think I am lying. You have to help me and come. You have to say. One second here. My dear young Brahmana, call a meeting of all the men.
Call a meeting of all the men.
And I shall appear there just by remembering me. I will be there.
Just by remembering me, I'll be there.
Do not worry.
Do not worry.
No, you have to come with me right now.
No, you have to come with me right now.
If you don't come with me, they won't believe me.
If you don't come with me, they won't believe you.
Okay.
No. Krishna says, who has ever seen a deity walk? Has anybody heard of Krishna leaving this temple and walking to your house? No, that is not possible. So the young Brahmana says, oh, so you are saying you can't walk? But then who has ever heard of a deity who can talk? You are talking to me now, so then you can also walk. You must come with me. And so Krishna agreed only on one condition. He said, as long as my ankle bells will move, I will follow behind you. But you cannot look back to see if I am there. You will hear the sound of my ankle bells. You will know I am following you. As soon as you turn around and look back, Krishna is saying this. As soon as you turn around, I will disappear. And that will be the end. And so they started to walk to Vrindavan. Okay, 1 second. You have to wait for Krishna to put his ankle bells on. Come back. Okay, you have to walk. Keep walking. Then you turn around and you look. You have to turn around all the way. He made a mistake. The ankle bell's noise stopped. And he didn't hear them. And so Krishna didn't walk anymore. He didn't talk anymore. But he stood in that very form in the middle of the country. In the middle of the road. In the middle of the village. Today, you can go and see that Krishna. His name is Sakshi Gopal. And all the villagers were called to see this Krishna, who left his temple just to be witness of his devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And so the old Brahmana kept his promise and gave his daughter to the young Brahmana. Why don't you come over here and you give him a big hug. It's a wedding day. Haribo! Thank you to these wonderful players, the Bhakti Riksha Milwaukee players. Here we have the old Brahmana.
Hi, I'm the old Brahmin. Shubham.
We have Shubham as the old Brahmana and
Hi, my name. Hello, I am the small Brahmana. Shabang.
Shubham. Haribo. Let's give a big Haribo. And we have Kishori for Sakshi Gopal. We have Anya and Jia and Sia and Ria. And we have Sansi and Samarth and Pranita and Anish and Kana and all the wonderful children and Radha, of course, who was the sister-in-law. Haribo. Haribo. Thank you so much.
वो अच्छा है मेरे को पता था कि कुछ महीने के काम में क्या कर रहा है आज क्या खाना बनाने के लिए कोई राइस भी नहीं बनाया मम्मी को देख के चिल्ला रहा है ये देखो क्या है ये ना अरे वो लेट प्रभु डन अरे प्रभुजी गीले प्रभुजी यास्मिन समय very well. Where are you? Very good, Prabhu. You went somewhere?
Yeah. Archana and Vima, they are there. We were at a graduation party. We just came for Prashad and take the kids out.
Done? Right? No rice. No rice should be there. Yeah. देखना मत कोई।
No, Prabhu, I will take it.
Yeah.